All right, you guys get back into tabletop. I want you to extend your right foot out with a flexed foot. Your leg doesn't have to go high. And now I want you to extend your left arm in front of you so that your bicep aligns with your ear. Just take notice the balance that your body uses to kind of keep you in this position. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring elbow to knee. Maybe you point your toe this time, tuck your chin. You inhale, extend arm and leg. Exhale, elbow, knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow, knee. Last one, inhale, reach. Bring that arm down. Take that right foot and extend it out to the side of you, and you can place your foot down on the floor. So I'll come this way so you guys can see me. Now I want you to walk yourself up so that you're on your knee. Nice work. Sweep your arms up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, I want you to drop that right arm down on that long leg and start to pull over to the side for a side body stretch. Maybe your eyes are just closed. Just try to listen to my cues. And now I want you to bring that left arm down on the floor. Lift up that right leg. I know you two are probably kicking each other. Extend this right arm high to the sky. And now I want you to bend at the knee and grab your top of your foot or your ankle. And I want you to kick your foot into your hands, almost like a dancer's pose, but we're creating a quad stretch here. And continue to breathe through the nose, out through the nose. Release this grip, extend that leg back out. Reach your right arm up over your head so your bicep aligns with your ear. Take a breath in. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale, elbow, knee. Last one, inhale. Exhale, elbow, knee. Come back down into that tabletop. Extend your left leg out. Extend your right arm up. Take 2 big cycles of breath. Follow your breath. One more, inhale together. Now as you exhale, elbow to knee, tuck your chin. You inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow, knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow, knee. Last one, inhale. Bring that right arm down to the mat. Reach that left leg over to the side. Plant it down on the ground and then start to walk and lift yourself up with the chest. Nice work. Sweep your arms up, big breath in, maybe you look up. As you exhale, drop that left arm long on the long leg, side body stretch. And always make sure you peel your shoulder blade open. I'll remind you of this. And now move to the other side. So that right arm comes down on the mat. You lift up that left leg. Nice. Now bend at the knee. We'll do that quad stretch. So you grab onto the top of your foot, your ankle, and really feel the resistance that you can create by kicking your foot into your hand pulling at your foot. Release this grip, extend that leg out. Your left arm reaches over you so that your bicep aligns with your ear. You take an inhale. As you exhale, elbow to knee. You inhale. Exhale, elbow, knee. Inhale. Exhale, elbow, knee. And then slowly find yourself back into a tabletop. Nice work, girls. Okay, tuck your toes under. Press back for your first down dog. And again, same tip here. Ears align with your biceps, and really think about pressing yourself away from the mat, focusing weight on the first 2 knuckles, thumb pad. This is so you don't hurt the side of your hands or your wrists. While you're here, pedal it out, bringing 1 foot or 1 heel down at a time. And you can exaggerate this. And what I mean by that is like really twist your hip in. Feel that side body stretch as you do it. Again, just kind of moving and stretching. When you're ready, I want you to find stillness. Shift forward into high plank. Your tailbone is slightly tucked under. Your heels press back and your core is igniting. I want you to float that right leg up, maybe a flexed foot or a pointed toe. It doesn't have to go high. And then same thing, I want you to shift your weight to that right hand to lift your left arm up. Maybe your bicep aligns with your ear, maybe it doesn't. You just play around. Option if you want to be on your forearm, or option to come down on 1 knee. But take this moment and breathe. 3, 2, and on 1, place your hand, your foot down. Maybe press back for a mini puppy pose. Your glutes come down to your heels. You drop your head. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. When you're ready, you come back to tabletop. You come back to high plank. Float that left leg. And when you're ready, lift that right arm. Take notice, one side sometimes is easier or harder than the other. And that's okay. Place no judgment. For 3, 2, and on 1, place your hand, your foot down. Come to your knees, press back. Mini puppy pose. Together, breathe in big. Breathe out big. Come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes under, press back, down dog. We're gonna move through some sun A's, some sun B's. So you inhale, rise up on your toes. As you exhale, you bend your knees. Look at your hands, giant step forward. Take a halfway lift, you breathe in. Let me see. Alice, okay. I want you to really think about pressing your tailbone back and putting length so the crown of your head wants to reach right to the front of the room. Nice, yes, it looks beautiful. And then your hands are maybe on your kneecaps, your shins. You can have a little bend. The bend also helps create length. So take a breath in together. And now forward fold, exhale, drop your head, your neck. You do this again. You take a halfway lift as you breathe in. Also, another tip, try to peel your shoulder blades open. We're gonna do a lot of shoulder stuff here. So Alice, I love you. I hope you come more, girlfriend. All right, halfway lift, forward fold, exhale. We're gonna do that one more time. You take a halfway lift, you breathe in, peel your shoulder blades back, forward fold, exhale. With a little micro bend in your knees, use your core, slowly rise, extended mountain pose. Arms come up. They reach high with active fingers as you breathe in. As you exhale, fold forward. Push your butt out. Lead with your heart. Let your head, your neck, everything fall. Your gaze is looking at your kneecaps. You breathe in. Take that halfway lift. Step back for a high plank. Hold it here for a moment. I want you to press your toes forward now so that your shoulders come over your wrists. Hug your elbows really close, tight to your rib cage, and I want you to lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Bring your hands out diagonal in front of you. I like to cup with my fingertips. And on an inhale, I want you to do seal pose. You lift up with your heart. Nice. As you exhale, you lower down, bring your nose to the mat. Exaggerate your breaths here. You inhale, seal pose. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, seal. Exhale, lower down. Bring your hands close to your rib cage. We're gonna practice this real quick. Okay, put power in your legs behind you. Your toes are untucked here. And again, your hands are starfish hands really close to your rib cage. I want you to press up for upward facing dog and hold it here. Nice work. And Sarah, take a look at Alice if you can make any corrections on her. Nice. And so in this pose, upward facing dog, our gaze is towards the horizon. Take a breath in. As you exhale with strong, straight arms and legs, press back to down dog. Maybe try rolling over on your toes. Nice work. We do this again. You inhale, rise on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look at your hands. Giant step forward. Take a halfway lift. I want you to breathe in, create length from crown of your head to spine, to tailbone. Forward fold, exhale. Rise all the way up, extended mountain pose. Forward fold, exhale. Stick that butt out, lead with your heart. Drop your head, your neck. Take that halfway lift, you breathe in. Step back for what's now called chaturanga. This is where you step back for the high plank. You shift forward, you option for knees. You lower halfway, low plank. Upward facing dog, so you press up. Try to put weight on the tops of your feet so that maybe your hips, your knees, your thighs are off the mat. Press back, down dog as you exhale. And I promise we're gonna get a little bit more fluid. I'm just giving some cues here. So first, just take a breath in. Take a breath out. On your next breath in, rise up on your toes. You exhale, bend your knees. Look at your hands, giant step forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, let go. Rise up, extended mountain pose. Breathe in, maybe reach, looking up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step back for your chaturanga. Elbows hug tight. You press upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog as you exhale. Nice work. We're gonna do this one more time. Inhale, toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Look at your hands, giant step forward. Halfway lift, you breathe in. Forward fold, let go. Rise up, extended mountain pose, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step back, chaturanga. You shift forward, elbows hug tight, low plank. Press upward facing dog. Peel your shoulder blades open, breathe in. Press back, down dog as you exhale. Nice work. Okay. Float your right leg to the sky and awaken your ankle. Rotate it one direction. Rotate it the other. And now bend at the knee for what's called sunbird. And when you do this, feel your hips open up to the side wall, but don't let the bends come into your elbows. Continuously push both hands equally into the mat and away from the mat so that your ears are aligned with your bicep. Straighten that right leg. Take a big breath in. Now step it forward for low crescent lunge. Both feet face 12 o'clock. Nice work. So this is almost like a runner's lunge. Your ankle is directly below your knee. And your gaze, you can look up, but to soften your neck, maybe you look down. Now I want you to twist open to what's called to the right. So left hand goes down on the mat, and then you twist and reach your right arm high to the sky. But remember to put, to lift up at that back knee. This is our kickstand leg, and we need power to hold us here. And your gaze is looking up at your right hands, your fingers reaching high. And you breathe for 3, 2, And on 1, I want you to place that right hand down on the mat. I want you to kick it back for 3-legged dog on the right side again with a big breath in. Open it up for sunbird. You stay or you flip your dog. And you move slow and controlled. Nice work. You press your heels into the mat, hips high. Allow your gaze to look towards your right fingertips, reaching towards something. For 3, you lift up a little bit higher in your hips. 2, and on 1, come back to that high plank. And now side plank, heels to the right. Have all your limbs fired up here in order to create this power, this strength. Option to drop that bottom knee. I know I did that for the first probably 8 months. And that's okay. And you breathe for 3, 2, and on 1, come back and do a vinyasa to down dog or just move to down dog. Nice work. All right, so if you're in down, and yes, so at any point, you guys, you take a break. You come to your knees, you join back in when you're ready, because this is your yoga, this is your mat, and your breath. Okay, down dog. Float that left leg high to the sky. Take a big breath in. Awaken your ankle, rotating it. Rotate the other direction. Bend at the knee for sunbird. Feel your hips open, side wall. Extend that left leg high. Take a big breath in. Low crescent lunge with a twist. Left arm reaches high to the sky. Lift up that back knee. Nice work. Yeah. And you breathe. Allow your breath to settle your heartbeat. One more breath in. As you exhale, bring your hand back down to the mat. Kick it back, 3-legged dog on the left. Open up, sunbird. You stay or you flip your dog. Nice work, Alice. Yes. Now, think of pressing a little bit more into your heels so that your hips lift up just a little higher. Yes. For 3, 2, and on 1, slowly come back to your high plank. Vashisthasana, side plank, heels to the left. And this is where you can get creative. Maybe you lift a leg. Maybe you take that toe, a knee. But wherever you are, see if you can lift your hips up a little higher. For 3, 2, and on 1, vinyasa to down dog. That simply means go your high plank, low, press upward facing dog. And this time actually, come down to that puppy pose. So come on your knees, your glutes to your heels, you drop your head. Take a breath in, a breath out. I want you to come up on your knees. We're gonna actually do a real puppy pose now. This widens and stretches our back. Okay, so puppy pose, you're on your knees, and I want you to reach your arms out in front of you, and maybe even come up on your fingertips. And wherever you end, see if maybe you can drop your forehead to the mat and feel how this widens and peels your shoulder blades open. Take 3 cycles of breath here. Last breath in. Let it go. Start to walk your hands back underneath your shoulder blades. Nice work, you guys. Okay. Tuck your toes under, press back for that down dog. Now we're going to move through some sun bees. I think I teased you a little. Together, inhale, rise in your toes. Bend your knees, look at your hands, walk or hop forward. Take a halfway lift, you breathe in, create that length. Forward fold, exhale. Sink your hips down low for Utkatasana chair pose. You sink and then you lift up as you breathe in, but we're gonna hold it here for a moment. So find your chair pose. Nice, Alice, really good. Okay, I always have to adjust. I slightly tuck my tailbone under because otherwise I really wanna stick out my butt and that's not right. We have to protect our lower back. Option to take cactus arms. This takes a lot of pressure off your neck in the beginning, but if you're like that, I want, yes, peel it open. That's awesome. Okay. And now everyone wiggle your toes. So the weight is in the four corners of your feet, not in your toes. Take a breath in. As you exhale, fold forward, let go. Coming back this way. Take a halfway lift. You breathe in. Step back for your chaturanga. Try to match your breath with movement, and you move only as fast as you wish. You press upward facing dog, peel open as you breathe in. Downward facing dog, exhale. Warrior one on the right side. You open up that back foot about 45-degree angle, and then you rise up as you breathe in. Nice work, looks so good. And then try. In warrior one, our shoulders, our hips are squared off to the front of the mat. So a lot of times I have to make these adjustments, is try to widen the step between your feet. Basically imagine one foot's on one railroad track, one foot's on the other. And this is to square off your hips. And again, option for cactus arms. What do you feel? Is your heartbeat moving? Breathe into that space. Breathe into the beat. Make it slow. Slow it down. Reach high. Breathe in together. And now chaturanga. Arms come down to the mat. You step back for a high plank, low plank. Press upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Nice work. Warrior one on the left. Land and then slowly lift. And really try to make any adjustments without looking. Meaning you have a focus point at drishti and you're looking to the front of the room. Take 2 more cycles of breath here. You breathe in. You breathe out. You breathe in, you breathe out. And together we inhale, and now chaturanga. As you exhale, maybe you float that left leg. You press upward facing dog, take your breath in, press back, down dog. Maybe you shake your head no. We do this again. Inhale, toes. Bend your knees, look at your hands, walk or hop forward. Halfway lift, breathe in, create that length. Forward fold, let go. Utkatasana chair, sink, and then slowly lift. You breathe in, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, out. Warrior one on the right. You land. You lift up as you breathe in all the way to the fullest to the top. And then you exhale, chaturanga. Don't worry if you're not my speed, you move your speed. You press upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog, exhale. Warrior one left. You rise up as you breathe in all the way to the fullest, filling up. Chaturanga as you exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. And then press back, mini puppy pose. Nice work, you guys. Walk your hands over to the right side. Put that left hand on top of the right and feel the resistance you create in your side body. Breathe one big cycle in, out. Walk your hands to center Take a breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands to the left, right hand on top of the left. Feel that stretch. Take a cycle of breath. Walk your hands back center and then come up to tabletop. Nice work. Okay, we're gonna do this again. I want you to, it's called dog bird, actually is the name. So extend that right foot back, again, flexed foot or pointed toe, but I call that so that you put power in that leg. Float that left arm up, maybe align your bicep with your ears, and that right hand is pressing away. Take a breath in. As you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, bird dog. Exhale, knee and elbow. Again, inhale, length. Exhale, elbow, knee. Come back down to the tabletop. You move to the other side. Extend that left leg. Lift that right arm. And then we begin. You breathe in. Exhale, elbow, knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then bring your knee, your hand down. Tuck your toes under, press back, down dog. I want your hands firmly planted into the mat. I want you to take small steps, feet to hands, but allow your foot to make contact with your mat and press away from the mat with your hands. Pull in the pit of your belly so that you go feet to hands and you're in what's called ragdoll. You grab opposite elbows and your gaze is looking right between your knees. You rock side to side. You take your recovery breaths. Release your elbows. I want you to heel toe your feet together. Place your left hand on your left hip. Take your peace fingers of your right hand, wrap it around your right big toe. Shift your weight to your left foot. When you're ready, you slowly rise to a standing leg raise. Option to bring your knee. But wherever you are, you allow your drishti, your focus to move from floor up to the wall. So option, Alice, yeah, come and hold your knee. But wherever, yes, girlfriend, or your calf. But wherever you are, you pull height from the top of your head. And when you're ready, you open up to the side wall. Yep, and try this first. Yes. And find, Carol, nice freaking work. Alice, I want you to find a spot on the wall in front of you. I want you to look at it. I want you to look right through it. So wherever you're looking forward to the front of your mat, look at that spot, look right through it. That, what's called drishti, your focus, will help keep your balance. Carol, nice work. Okay, everyone shift your leg back forward. You release your grip. Extend your arms high. Extend your leg out. It doesn't have to go high. And you feel your quad ignite. You slightly have your tailbone tucked and you pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on 1, I want you to shift forward into what's called airplane pose. That right leg kicks back. You hinge forward, but roll your shoulder blades up. You're looking maybe down at the ground, but otherwise try to look at the horizon. Look at your focal point to keep your balance. Yes. Step that leg to meet with the other. Nice work, you guys. Ready? Sweep your arms up big. Breathe in. As you exhale, fold forward. Sticking that butt out, leading with your chest, your heart. Drop your head, your neck. Heel toe your feet, hip distance width apart. Gorilla pose. You step on the palms of your hand. Maybe your toes touch your wrists. And start to shift your weight from your heels to the balls of your feet. Drop your head. Your drishti is looking right between your knees. And you feel this circular energy of a push and a pull. You're pulling up on your feet and your feet are pressing down. On every exhale, see if you can go a little bit deeper in your stretch, but find your edge. Don't go, only you know where that edge is. You don't want anything snapping or pulling. And every day is different, so understand and know that. Release from your grip. I want you to heel toe your feet back together. Right hand on right hip. Peace fingers wrap around your left big toe. You shift your weight to that right foot. You allow your drishti, your focus, to move from the floor as you come to a standing leg raise or a knee raise. You move up the wall, and then when you're ready, you open up to the side wall. Nice focus, Alice. Nice. Nice work, Carol. Sarah, I would say nice work too, but I don't see you, and that's okay. Nice, girls, nice. Pull up a little higher at the crown of your head. Feel the power that gives you. Don't fall down the stairs. I love you. All right, bring your leg back in center. Release your grip. Extend your arms up. Your leg reaches long and you pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on 1, come into airplane pose. Try not to put that left leg down. You just simply extend it back behind you and create power in that lifted leg. Your arms reach behind you, palms face down. Active arms, active fingers. Peel your shoulder blades up. And then slowly step out of this. Nice work, girls. Sweep your arms up. Big breath in. Find yourself in chair pose. And this time, let's do prayer hands. So we come down. All right, we're gonna do this. Come, make sure if you're not there, you got girls, come to the tops of your mat. We're gonna do a little bit of core stuff in a minute. And we'll get there actually in a minute. Okay, so we're in chair pose. You can lift up your toes. Take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to twist to the right. That means you bring your left elbow, lock it on to your right knee, and allow your hips to be lower than your heart. And again, you feel that bind, that resistance. You push your left elbow into your knee as you allow your gaze to maybe look up past your right shoulder. Maybe you open your wings and you feel equal weight, both feet, but you can still wiggle your toes. You breathe for 3, 2, and on 1, come back, chair pose, center. This time, arms up or cactus, and you hold it here for 3, 2, nice work. And on 1, forward fold. Nice work. Okay. Take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Forward fold. Let go. Utkatasana chair pose. Sink your hips. Lift up at the heart. Together, inhale. Prayer hands twist to the left. Working the other side. Hips lower than your heart. So weight in your heels, you lift your toes. Maybe you open your wings. And you breathe. 3, 2, and then on 1, come back, chair pose. Hold it, don't fall out of this yet. Ready? 3, breathe. 2, and on 1, forward fold, exhale. This time I want you to, we're at the top of our mat, but this time heel toe your feet out wider than your hips. Toes out, heels in, and then lower down, Malasana or yogi squat. Nice work, nice. You're gonna try crow pose. If you guys wanna try crow pose, real quick. Place your hands, active fingers down on the floor. You look way past to the top of your mat. Allow the weight of your head to be the counterbalance. You start to lift your hips, place your knees on your forearms. And then when you take flight, point your toes, create power. For 3, 2, and on 1, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nice work. I think I got a pause out of you. Nice work, guys. Okay. So we're at the top of our mat. We're going to do this bad boy now. So we're on our feet. Slowly rise up. Maybe shake it out. We're going to do 3 of these beautiful bad boys. Sweep your arms up. Breathe in. And then sink down into chair pose. And actually, let's place our hands. I'm going to watch you. Place your hands on your hips. And I want you to rise up on your toes. And to do this, so you're in chair pose, rise up on your toes. So sink your hips down. I want you to think about squeezing your calves, your knees, your thighs together. You've got your drishti, your focal point. You look at it, you look right through it. You breathe in. As you exhale, lower a 1/2 inch. You breathe in. You lower a 1/2 inch. You breathe in. Open up your knees. I want you to come into boat pose. Trying to land without using your arms. Yes, yes, and yes. Go ahead, Sarah, show her. Yes. And it's okay if you use your hands. Nice. And then, nice workouts. Pull on the underside of your thighs, you guys. Create a little more length in your spine. Nice work. And now I want you to rock and roll about 2 or 3 times. On that second or third one, come back to chair pose. Nice work, Carol. Nice work. So a lot of core is going on here. We're going to do this again. So you're in your chair. Multiple options with your arms. It can be up, cactus, hands on hips. You choose. I want you to rise up on your toes. Squeeze your calves, your knees, your thighs together. You breathe in. As you exhale, sink your hips 1/2 inch. Breathe in. Sink another. Breathe in. Open up your knees. Come back into that boat pose. Find your boat pose. Try to create length in your spine if you need to. You pull up on the underside of your thighs. And then rock and roll 2 or 3 times. Come back into that chair pose. Allow your momentum to help get you there. And it's okay if you fall, because we're not going to fall down that far. Nice work. And when you're ready, you're in your chair. This is our last one. So you're in chair. I want you to rise up on your toes. Squeeze your calves, your knees, your thighs. You inhale. Drop a 1/2 inch. Inhale. Drop a 1/2 inch. Inhale. Drop a 1/2 inch. Open your knees. Chair pose. And I don't know if you guys feel the shaking in your ankles, your thighs, but those are all wonderful things. We're creating muscle. It's building memory. Rock and roll, and just do as many rock and rolls as you would love. And then at some point, I want you to come onto your, actually rock and roll so that you come into down dog. I want to do this one because I know I do love this one. So come into down dog. And you shake your head out, no. You take a big breath in, a big breath out. Float that right leg high to the sky. Step it forward for high crescent lunge. Both feet face 12 o'clock. You lift up at the heart. Again, take the bend out of that back knee. Create power throughout all of your limbs. Nice work. Bind your hands behind your lower back. Clasp them. I want you to breathe in. Maybe you look up. As you exhale, hinge forward and lower your chest, your head, your neck, everything to drop. And maybe you're looking at that back left leg. Have power in that leg to help create the balance. In your arms, if they're still there, they're clasped behind you, opening up your shoulders. Your weight maybe on that right thigh, maybe past it. Release your arms. Now I want you to walk your hands over to the left and rotate your body so that you're in a wide-legged forward fold. Nice work. Okay, take a breath in. Your hands are on the mat. As you exhale, drop your head. Let your neck go. And you're looking right between your legs. And maybe you widen your stance, maybe you bring your stance in a little bit higher, your choice, but we're gonna hang here for a moment. And another thing I love to do is maybe grab tops of our ankles, the back of our calves, and see if you can pull a little bit deeper. And you breathe. One more cycle. Start to lift up halfway so your hands are right below your shoulders. I want you to pivot now to the front of the mat again. Pivot both feet. Now you're in a low crescent lunge, that runner's lunge. I want you to drop that back knee. I want you to untuck your back toes. And then I want you to lift up at the arms, shifting your weight forward, but keep that 90-degree angle, knee over ankle. Your arms reach high, your drishti, your focus is at the horizon. Take 3 cycles of breath here. One more big breath in. As you exhale, I want you to hinge back for a half split. So you straighten that front leg. Maybe you come up on the toes of your back left foot. Maybe you walk your hands out past your foot, but see if you can drop your head, your neck, so that your gaze is looking back at your left thigh. I want you to take 3 cycles of breath. Follow your breath. One more breath in. Let it go. Start to hinge forward. We're going to do what's called lizard pose. I want you to heel toe your foot out so that toes are off the mat, heel is in. Again, you can have your toes tucked or untucked behind you. Take a breath in first for length. As you exhale, see if you can come down on your elbows. This right leg starts to open. Maybe you allow it to come onto the knife edge of your foot, allowing more space for you to get a little bit lower. And again, you find your edge wherever it makes sense to you, and I want you to breathe. We're going to take 5 big cycles of breath. You close your eyes and you breathe into your space. Slowly start to walk yourself up. I want you to heel toe that right foot back into the center. Come up onto the toes of your back left foot. Nice work. Now we're going to pivot again back into the center. So we're in that wide-legged stance again. We're going to do something a little bit different. Place your right hand down below your chest on the mat or floor, and then reach your left arm high to the sky and really think about, yes, nice work, pressing that butt back, creating length from the crown of your head to your tailbone. You see the sun above you. Let's switch to the other side. That left hand comes down in the middle. You move slow. Allow that right arm to reach high. Maybe you gaze past that right elbow towards your fingers. Lower your right hand down to the mat. We're going to try something a little bit different. You're still in this wide-legged stance. I want you to take your hands, I don't know if you guys can see me, but clasp them. Almost make like a triangle, okay? With your hands like this. And if you can, widen your stance and bring those clasped forearms down to the ground. Allow the top of your head, more in the front part of your head, but the top of your head to come in between your forearms so that the back of your head is kind of in where your clasped hands are. And just play with this. Sarah, you be mindful that you don't crash or fall into Alice, but just rock, kind of like press your weight into your toes, lifting your hips up so that your hips align with your shoulders. And just rock back and forth from heel to toe, just feeling how that at some point you are going to take flight. you are going to lift your legs up. Nice work, guys. Okay. I want you to come up halfway. Now this time I want you to walk your hands to the back of the mat so that our left leg leads and we're in this low crescent lunge. But first, let's rise up in that high crescent lunge. So left leg leads. Yeah, Carol, yep, good work. So face this way. So whatever way you guys choose to face, but just have your left leg lead. Nice work. Carol, reach a little bit longer with your arms. Nice work. You inhale. As you exhale, come down to that low crescent lunge. I want you to drop that back right knee. And then I want you to hinge forward, lifting up your arms. Again, create that 90-degree angle. Allow your weight to push into that front hip. Feeling that stretch. And I want you to take about 3 cycles of breath. Hinge back for a half split. See if you can lengthen that left leg. Maybe you come up on your heel. Maybe you walk your hands out a little bit further. Wherever you end, see if you can drop your head, your neck. Take notice. One side is sometimes more tight than the other, and that's okay. You just breathe. Start to hinge forward. If they're not already, your back toes are untucked. I want you to heel toe that left leg out. Toes off the mat, heels in. You take a breath in for lizard pose. As you exhale, see if you can come down, maybe to your forearms. Maybe you roll on the knife edge of your foot. My back foot is untucked, but you can do what makes sense to you. I want 5 full cycles of breath. And where can you let go? Are you holding tension in your neck? If so, shake no. Shake it out. Nice and slow. Slowly start to press yourself up. Heel toe that left foot back in. I want you to, you know what we're going to do? I want you to come onto your, what time is it? Okay. I wish I had 2 hours with you guys because I love this crap. I shouldn't say that, but I love it. Okay, we're going to do wide-legged straddle. Find a shirt, a block, anything, a speck on the floor. We're going to create a goal for ourselves, and it's just your goal. So as much as you can, you sit tall. So if you need to, maybe your hands are behind you. Maybe you grab onto the inner sides of your thighs. And as much as you can, try to grow some height. I want you to take a big breath in. As you exhale, find like a speck on the floor. Or maybe there's a block. I didn't tell you where to put the shirt or the block, but it's out in front of you. And I want you to slowly hinge forward, coming into a forward fold. And again, you just move. Nice work. So if you want, Alice, let me think. Yes, put a little bend in your knees. Try to roll your thighs open. And I swear, if you do this more with us, you're gonna grow, you're gonna lengthen. So as much as you can, you fold forward. And I want 5 full cycles of breath. One more cycle of breath. As you exhale, start to come up. Nice work. We're going to do this. I want you to take that right leg and bring it in. Keep the left leg long. So bring that right leg in so it kind of crisscrosses in. Nice work. Okay. I want you to hinge your body over to that left leg. Right? So our full body here is looking at the left leg. Sweep your arms up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, see if you can hinge down, grabbing maybe onto your foot, your ankle, bringing nose to knee. Again, creating a bind or some resistance by holding on 5 full cycles of breath. Don't just hang here. Find that edge. But try to let go, to not struggle with it. So use, again, the power of your breath, that exhale to soften you. 2 more cycles of breath. 1 more cycle. Slowly start to walk yourself up. Let's move to the other side. So the right leg extends out, left leg comes in. I want you to sort of twist your torso. You're facing that right leg. You take a breath in first for length. As you exhale, start to hinge forward onto that right leg, nose to knee, chin to shin. And just because I say that doesn't mean that has to happen. It's just direction. Slowly start to walk yourself up. We're going to do another sort of twist here. I want you to extend your legs out in front of you. Nice work. Yeah. Sweep your arms up. Big breath in. As you exhale, hinge forward. Same thing, just legs are out in front of us in a pike. Hold on to your calves, your feet, wherever it might be. Drop your head if you can. Shake it, no. Your head. Release the tension in your neck, your forehead. One more breath in. Let it go. Start to bring your chest up high. Take that right leg, keep the left leg long. Take the right leg, cross it over your left thigh. Nice work. Take your left elbow. I want you to lock it onto your right knee. Your right hand is reaching behind you. And this is like a supine twist. And so your gaze can be looking, to the side or maybe past your right shoulder. And really press yourself into the floor with that right hand, giving you some length in your spine. Remember, you breathe. One more breath. Slowly come back center. We're going to move to the other side. So right leg extends long. Left leg crosses over. Right arm on that left knee. And if you can, I know I want to hinge to one side of my hip. You don't have to, but see if you can bring both sit bones down on the ground. So that's what the beauty is of yoga, is you readjust. You find sort of your pose, and then there's always a little bit, I don't know if the word is room for improvement, but there's a room to take it just a little bit further, a little bit more length, a little bit straighter, a little bit longer, a little bit deeper. Release from this. Let me think. What else would you guys love to do? I feel like I could go on. I have so many more things I want to do with you. Let's do, come down on your bellies. Come down on your bellies. Go ahead. Did someone say something?
I'm sorry, I'm saying supine.
Do which one?
Supine twist.
I love you. Okay. On our backs, everyone. I love it. That's your favorite. I love it. I love it. Okay. You're on your backs. First, let's hug in our knees. Wrap your arms around your shins and just take this moment of gratitude. Showing up, breathing, just stretching, just breathing. Keep it simple. In the back of your head, when you say, I'm going to do yoga, think to yourself, I'm just going to breathe. Hold on to that right knee. Extend that left leg down long. Take a big breath in. Bring that right knee over to the left side. You tee out your right arm Allow your gaze to fall to the right. Option to maybe extend that right leg so that it's long. Option also too, guys, I don't know if you have it handy on you, but it's to use a strap, especially if you're going long. Start to come back center. Hug both knees in. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lower that right leg down and slowly allow that left leg to cross over to the right. Allow your gaze to fall to the left. And while you're here, see if you can keep both shoulders down the mat. A lot of times like right now, our left shoulder wants to come up, and that's okay if it does. Again, just something else we work towards. Slowly come back center. Let's do happy baby. So you grab onto the tops of your feet. You let your knees come out to your side body. You pull down at your feet, and then you rock side to side. And again, you let the momentum kind of push you back and forth. We're going to do one more thing. Release your feet, extend your feet up. We're going to do a shoulder stand. So I want you to extend your feet high to the sky. Walk your hands underneath your backside, your hips. Keep your gaze looking up at your toes. Do not look left or right. So your feet are lifting up and you're pressing on your lower back. So this is called a shoulder stand. Take an inhale. As you exhale with strong, long legs, I want you to slowly lower your legs down behind your head. Maybe your feet, and it's okay if they don't, but maybe your feet make contact with the floor. You continue to look up. You're looking right between your legs, your thighs here. No left, no right. You look up. Option for what's called deaf man's pose. You let your knees bend. You bring your knees to your forehead. And even further than that, you let your knees come to the ground on either side of your ear. And then when you're ready, bring your legs back high to the sky. Make them active when they're up there. Don't just let them hang. Really pull and reach up. Notice, again, the length it gives you, the stability it gives you. And then when you're ready, you slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come down to your backs. Find yourself in Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open up. Place a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly, and your eyes are heavy. Maybe you feel your heartbeat. Maybe you feel movement in your belly. And again, take this moment of gratitude, showing up, breathing, stretching out, doing something for you. And then I love it. I know both of you constantly share this with your friends, and it is such a beautiful practice. Bring your knees together. I want you to roll over to the left or to the right side, whatever you choose, but you're in what's called fetal position. Maybe it's the side of your temple on the mat, maybe it's your forehead, but we're gonna ground down one last time in this sort of fetal position. And you feel the mat beneath you, you feel the earth beneath you, and you are supported. You are grounded, you are supported, and know that you're supported by something bigger than you. You are supported by something greater than, bigger than you. You are connected. Have faith in that and believe in that. When you're ready, you slowly start to press yourself up into a comfortable seated position with your legs crossed, your arms down on your knees, maybe your palms face up. You sit tall with length in your spine, and you sit proud, because you are proud. You feel your ears pull back. You sweep your arms up, take a breath in. Prayer hands to heart center as you exhale. And we drop our heads and say namaste.